Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. Friends, this is where the Valley's favorite real estate agent comes to tell you everything you need to know about buying or selling your home. Now, here are your hosts this morning, Kelly Warren and Jim Warren.
Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are talking about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley. And I'm in the studio this morning, as always, with my co-host, Handsome Jim.
Good morning.
So it is, I've got to say, good to be, what?
I'm going to start using a Handsome Jim voice.
Oh, you're going to get a radio voice.
Yes, this is
Okay.
Handsome Jim signing on with Kelly Warren and Associates.
I can't.
You can. You say every week that you can't, but you keep bringing me back. So
I do. I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently.
you are.
Not only do I keep bringing you back to the studio with me, but this week I brought you to LA to hang out and got to spend, I don't know about you folks, but going on vacation with your spouse and your family. This is going to sound so bad. I love my family and my husband, so don't get me wrong here. but my thing is, during normal life, you're not with them 24/7, you know? Like, I go on an appointment and I get a break from them and I come home and we spend some hours together. And then, they go do their own thing. And on vacation, it is like, we eat together, we go to this activity together, we go here together, 24/7 nonstop. Like, I need some space sometimes.
I feel so loved right now.
Right? I love you, Handsome Jim.
Handsome Jim. It's feeling the love.
So anyway, we just got back, and I was going to say, I'm actually so happy to be back in Ohio and to be back home. Are you?
You know what I miss the most, other than my children?
We sound like awful people.
Yeah.
Other than our kids and spending time with our family, what did you miss the most?
My bed.
Oh, right?
I love my bed. And my truck. I love my truck.
You know, they put us up in a nice hotel, but
It's still still not as good as our bed.
it's not. I think it's just we're used to it. And even not just the comfort of the bed and our blankets and our pillows, but the sound control in your room and the dark and light ratio in your room when you're somewhere new, you're like,
Yeah. Well, at the hotel we were at, the dark ratio was good. They had those big, heavy curtains to black out.
Yeah.
That's something that you can even do in your home is black out your bedroom so that you can sleep better,
Sure.
But if you want to wake up early and you're an early person, then you wouldn't want to do that. You'd want the light to come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I think you're crazy, but okay.
You do you.
Yeah. That's why I don't live with you. I live with Cal.
So we wanted to talk a little bit today about that trip to LA because we were there for business.
Are we going to talk about the airport and flying and all that stuff?
Is there something memorable that you want to talk about with the airport and flying?
I'm not really into flying. I mean, over the years, I've gotten better at it, but it's just not my cup of tea. You seem to not mind it at all.
I don't. It's a mode of transportation. I mean, would I rather just have that instant, time hopper machine and just put me down somewhere?
Teleporting.
Yeah, I'm not a patient person. So that's my worst part about traveling is the time it takes to get somewhere I don't love. I'm one of those just hard and fast, I want to be here now, I want to be doing this now, and then you got to wait the time it takes to travel.
Yeah.
But the flying versus driving versus skateboarding, I don't care, just get me there.
We're going to skateboard to LA. The flying took us 7 hours.
Right. So, but, sitting on the plane, or I know some people are anxious flyers.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them. I don't mind running through the airport, and I don't mind sitting on the plane. I usually will work the whole time or watch an inspirational video or take notes or read a book. Yeah. So it doesn't bother me.
I watch a movie or play a video game on my iPad.
Yes, you were so productive all the time. And that's how you got the name Handsome Jim Warren.
And the reason you keep me around is because I'm pretty.
So, was there anything that you wanted to say about the airport? Because I was going to get us into some of the good stuff.
No,
Okay.
I think it's neat just to see the different places and towns and stuff like that. Like we flew out of Cleveland and it was nice and warm. We were wearing shorts. We,
How about the weather is actually better here than it was in LA?
It is. Isn't that crazy?
Why is that?
Just the way the weather is right now. They just had a couple chilly days. That's all.
I was expecting nicer there, so I was a little disappointed. I mean, we spent 90% of our time in a conference room and a hotel room, so I guess it didn't matter.
Right.
But when I looked out the window, I saw rain, and it didn't look nice.
But I just think it's neat, like how different weathers, different temperatures. So then we landed in Denver, and it was snowing in Denver. Mm-hmm. And, it's almost the end of May.
So our layover there was Denver, and you could see cold and snow, and I think they did really get some snow this week. And our layover home was Houston, and it was hot.
Yeah. Yeah, sitting in that plane, I was like, I'm dying.
So overall, out of LA, Denver, and Houston, I pick Ohio.
Yeah, I would too. I know that we have crazy weather and stuff, but, I love our home.
Yeah.
It's our home.
Yeah, it is. It's home
cool.
for a reason.
But the reason I was bringing up like the weather in the airports is because that's stuff that affects, different houses and stuff like that. And then when we were in LA talking to another agent, they're like, it's cool to see how different cities and towns and areas live different than we do.
That is something that I love. So this trip that we went on was radio and television experts, our marketing group that we do with Barbara Corcoran that support us and mentor and coach us and give us so many great marketing ideas that we love to bring home to the Valley. But it's basically about the top 200 agents from across the country, one for each marketplace. And so we get to hear the ideas that they're having, like, hey, in Fargo, this is really working for me. Or, hey, in, Nashville, I'm doing this and people love it. And so we get to hear these new ideas and new ways to market houses and make our business better. And so as we were talking to them, that's circling back to what you were saying, as we were talking to them, somebody talked about how much they just love, like somebody said they came into our area for something and they were like, your houses are so cool. They don't look like our houses. And that's one of the fun things is like, seeing the different, we are so fortunate here in the Mahoning Valley that we have a nice size piece of property. You don't have those tall, skinny houses with your neighbors right on top of you. No. You're not in, those, some of us are in apartment complexes, but you're not in those like New York or LA apartment complexes where you've got 1,000 residents in your building.
Where it's the only option. Like you can get some of those options here, but it's not the only option where in some of those places, that's it. So she was from Dallas.
Yes.
And Dallas, if you guys don't know, very few places in the country have basements. And we have basements up here because of our ground and the different things that we can do. And she was like, I remember the first time I saw a basement, I thought, that is amazing. You guys have space to put everything everywhere.
Well, the other thing with no basement, sometimes here we look at a basement like a default in a home almost because below ground, Northeast Ohio, expansion and contraction with weather and things like that. So sometimes we do have those water issues or foundation cracks or things in our basements. But with them not having basements, when it floods and they're not a place that's prepared for rain, they have house floods. Like, can you imagine your living room being flooded?
Yeah.
So we're fortunate to most of us locally not have those issues.
Yeah. Well, and even like basement issues, like that's something that can always be corrected.
Of course, yeah.
And I tell everybody, I was working with a client last week and I said, listen, everything can be changed. Mm-hmm. Everything can be fixed. The only thing you cannot change is the location. That's where it's going to be, period. There's no way to change that. Mm-hmm. So, but everything else can be corrected.
Sure can. So. If you're just tuning in this morning, you're listening to Kelly Warren and Associates with Real Estate Radio. We are talking about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley, and we're coming at you from that angle from our trip recently to LA, where we were meeting with several other real estate agents across the country. If you have interest in buying or selling locally, you can give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689 or visit us online at
KellySoldIt.com.
That's Handsome Jim saying KellySoldIt.com his announcer voice. I'm going to have you and Wes from Mix 98.9. Like, I think Wes has a great announcer voice, so we'll have him give that a shout one day.
Handsome Jim and Wes coming to you. We could start our own show.
Yes.
I'd be in trouble.
1 week when I'm unavailable, I'll have him co-host with you.
Listen, us talking about houses keeps me safe because houses won't get me in trouble. Anything else, I'm off the rails.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
So back to real estate here. So one of the things that we were doing for our listeners and for our clients was increasing our education, getting better prepared for marketing and negotiating and things like that. Mm-hmm. B, conversing with other skilled real estate agents to see what trials and tribulations they're having in their markets, because one of the other things that I love about the Valley is that we're actually a little bit behind the times, which is nice, being behind the curve, because we get to see, if the market crashes in Phoenix or San Francisco or somewhere in Florida, we're going to see that before we're going to see it in the Youngstown area. Yeah. So we can be better prepared for it, know what it's coming, and turn our tides on the way that we are marketing and advertising so that we can get your home sold rather than having them sit on the market as more inventory comes on or things like that. Locally here, we're still having a great market. Yep. And as I talk to folks across the country, most of them still are too.
Yeah. I would say 99% of them are. I know.
Really? Yeah. There were just a few that talked about a little bit of a shift. But
not only were we with agents in America, but also Canadian agents.
Yes, there were several Canada agents.
We know last year Canada was having some struggles because of certain, their laws and stuff are different than ours, and those struggles will affect them differently and sooner than it would us. Well, because they have different types of laws that they have to follow that we don't, or vice versa. We have laws we have to follow that they don't. And those types of things can.
I would even say that was different state to state. When I was hearing agents talk about what they can and can't do, or what their contracts and their disclosures are like, very different state to state.
Well, that's geared towards the agents, most likely, not the homes.
Okay.
So that's what I was referring to.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right. When you go state to state, the real estate agents have different rules and things that they have to follow. That's one of the reasons why we're not in Pennsylvania yet, is because we have to take certain classes and get certain licenses.
Did y'all hear how he said yet? One day we'll be Pennsylvania too. So for now, for your Ohio real estate needs, KellySoldIt.com. We do have some great agents in Pennsylvania and across the country that we can refer you to. So if you're thinking about moving out of the area, or if you have a relative that has a home somewhere else and they need to talk to a real estate agent, we've got this amazing network of agents that we can put you in the right hands of somebody that we know and trust, so that you know that you would be handled well outside of the area.
The best thing about it is it's not just someone we know and trust. It is
someone with a proven track record,
the best agents in the country work with us. And that doesn't happen everywhere else, where, some of these companies are like, oh, we're nationwide and worldwide and international.
Yes.
Kelly Warren and Associates is just as much as they are, but we don't have
well, even more so with our network, because these are actual people. I'm not just referring you to some name on a computer screen. I'm referring you to somebody that I know in Albuquerque who's going to take care of you and things like that.
That you've actually sat down and had a conversation with. I know
they practice their business with the same integrity that I practice in mine, and that they have the same record of sales success that we have here. So, So the third and fourth things that we did there that I also want to hit on while we're sitting here today is we did some charity work. Sell a home, save a child. I keep wanting to say that backwards. So we're going to talk about that for a second. And the fourth thing is we are expanding our network of big people who are representing us and recommending us. So our friend Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank, who we normally get to hang out with at things like this, sent a friend of hers to hang out with us.
She did.
And so we met Kevin Harrington, and I want to tell you all about that too. So super excited, because I'm kind of cheesy.
I didn't know where you were going with big people to represent us.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple minutes before our break. So let's talk about those kind of big people that Handsome Jim is talking about. So Sell a Home, Save a Child is a network of real estate agents who donate portions of their commission and just random donations to children across the world who need help. So as we're so fortunate in our lives and in our careers to be blessed, we want to pass that on to those less fortunate. And so it's mission work and it's housing generally and helping with school and food and everything else for the children that need it. You know, children are,
and they're across the
in
world.
my eyes, are our most vulnerable people and they need our help. And as a mother, I can't help but want to give to them. So, but, you know, to make charity fun for the givers, the event that we went to on a rooftop in LA, which was beautiful, was sushi, sake, and sumo. So we got to watch a live sumo wrestling event.
Did you put that on your personal Facebook page?
Yeah, it's not on the business page. If your friend requests Kelly Warren, me personally, you can see some live action sumo wrestling. We were up close and personal, let me tell you.
I promise you probably don't want to see a lot of the stuff you're going to see.
These guys, let me tell you, 500-600 pounds, they can do a split. I was so impressed.
Yes. They were, it was crazy.
Yes. So there you have it.
It was
just
fun,
when
though.
you
It
think
was
real
neat.
estate is not that exciting, you get to watch sumo. Never a dull day. If you have real estate needs, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home this year, we would so love to talk to you. You can give us a call or a text anytime at 330-717-2689. You can always visit us online at kellysoldit.com.
I was going to say that.
Go ahead.
kellysoldit.com.
I was waiting for you to say it. We would love to give you a free market analysis where we come into your home, do a one-on-one consultation. No pressure, no sales, no gimmicks. Just let you know what your home is worth, what we do to market and sell homes, give you an approximate timeline of how long it would take to sell your home. If you're putting it on the market as is, or if you need to do some work to it to get it on the market, we can help you out with that in either direction. We are going to be talking about our home picks of the week and a couple of questions if we have time from listeners as we get back from the break. So we'll talk to you again in a few minutes.
Hey, if you need to sell your home without all the headaches most people experience, hey, Sean Hannity here to tell you that after years of buying, selling, investing millions of dollars in real estate, that all real estate agents do not operate the same way. Now, what makes the difference between a home selling fast and for top dollar and one that sits on the market for months and doesn't even sell at all? Well, you have a great American right in your backyard that I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Kelly Warren with Kelly Warren and Associates Real Estate Solutions. She services the entire Mahoning Valley, attracts hundreds of buyers every week, and sells an average 3 homes every week. Kelly spends thousands of dollars every month and creates demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. Don't play games with your home. Call Kelly at 330-717-2689. That's 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com. That's kellysoldit.com.
Welcome back to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are talking about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley. I'm Kelly Warren, and I'm still in the studio with Handsome Jim.
Listen, that was the funniest thing I just watched.
Why?
Normally you have your phone turned off when we're sitting here.
I know.
And you started texting and you were like, oh crap, I got to say
missed my
something.
music cue. Thanks for calling me out on that, Jim.
That was
You stink.
funny. You were like real quick too, like real shuddery.
Oh, I know that noise. Anywho, let's do our home picks of the week before we go back into talking about our trip.
Okay, who's going first?
I don't care.
It makes me nervous, like if you put me on the spot.
Go ahead, go first.
See, now I'm on the
Now you're
spot.
on the
See,
spot.
now I'm nervous.
Put me on the spot.
Okay, my home pick of the week is 3654 McCarty Drive, and that's Canfield, Ohio, 44406.
Okay.
So this home is absolutely beautiful. It is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It is on almost 2 acres. Let's see here. 1.7 acres. It's a nice house. So it's only $175 It's a 4-bedroom in Canfield.
Yes. My favorite things about that house are the outdoor space, and this is the time of year for it. You've got not only a little covered front porch that has room for rocking chairs, but you've got a breezeway connecting the house to the 2-car garage. Plenty of room for a little wicker set or a table or something there. You have a sunroom off of the dining room, French doors that lead to a sunroom, and then sliding glass doors from the sunroom to the backyard. And off of the back of the garage is 2-car wide, and then it has kind of a utility shed kind of room attached to the back of it. And off of that is a bigger screened in back porch for like picnics and things like that. So
like a party room.
Yes, lots of outdoor living space.
That's awesome. Well, and this driveway looks really cool too. That's a solid concrete driveway with like, you can park like 4 cars off to the side right there. It has like a little turnaround pull-off thing.
Yep. Fresh paint and carpet throughout. Hardwood floors underneath the carpet. It's a must-see, and you can find that online at
kellysoldit.com. It's a nice looking. It's a nice looking house.
Also in
Appliances
Canfield.
are updated. Awesome.
Another 4-bedroom also in Canfield this week, and this one is not going to last long. It is only 2 days on the market and has already had a whole bunch of showings. 3 days, excuse me. 1645 Golly Top, that is in Foxton neighborhood. And this, I believe, was one of the Parade of Homes houses. It is a 4-bedroom. It is about 3,000 square feet, plus an additional 1,800 square foot finished in the basement. It has hardwood floors, gas fireplace, vaulted ceilings. It is not a corner lot. The last couple of things that were for sale in there were corner lots, and I think that, kind of brought them down a little bit. And also, it's not on that main drive-through street in Foxton. Golly Top is one of the side streets, so
that's on the off
less
streets.
traffic, nice backyard. It does have one of those vinyl decks, and then the backyard has a tree line border. So instead of a fence, you've got your privacy with nature.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, 3-car attached garage. And we are on market at $394.9, and that one will not last long. So if you're interested in seeing it, give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689 or
kellysoldit.com. I missed my cue that time. I didn't know where you were going.
cheesy.
I'm sorry. I was so nervous.
we have hundreds of other properties also on the market. I wish that our show was like 6 hours long so that I could tell you about every one of them every week. In lieu of me putting you through that, I would like you to check
Instead, they have to listen to Handsome Jim.
Right. So check out kellysoldit.com for all of our properties for sale. We'd love to show you any of them. We have a whole team of buyer's agents who are here to support your needs. We love working with our clients and letting you know what's on the market and what's coming soon, so we can help you get some properties before they actually hit market.
So we have a whole team of buyer's agents. So I was just thinking, our agents will do listings too.
Of course.
I really think that we have some of the best trained agents.
Oh, we do.
In the Valley. And that's pretty cool that not only can they work with buyers, they know what sellers expect too. So that helps you on both sides.
We do. When you're working with Kelly Warren and Associates, whether you're working with Handsome Jim or anybody on the team, our agents are skilled negotiators. Our agents are trustworthy. Our agents overall are great people that you want to hang out with and go look at houses with. I mean, they're a blast to be around.
They are what I love about them, not only are they some of the funnest people that we hang out with, but they love so much. Like, they have the best hearts that I've ever seen in human beings.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah, we're blessed to have them, and you would be blessed to work with them as well. So if you're looking to buy or sell a house, give us a call at 330-717-2689, and you should be put in touch with one of our agents and get to work right away. We're ready for you.
You could also reach them at kellysoldit.com.